didn't want to stay in the house, cried every night before she went to bed. So we got them out of the house, we did an investigation, and at one point during the evening, we heard two little kids talking to each other from this girl's bedroom. And we went in there, and the woman I was with, Sean Jones, she actually started provoking because whatever was in there was terrifying the residents. And I saw a DVR camera that we had well taped down. I saw the tape rip up off the ground, and as the provoking started, the camera spun 180 and faced the wall. And I'll tell you what, I was like, man, we've got to help these people. That's what we're here for. And thankfully, it had a good ending. But you know, all that evidence, all that stuff going on at once, like, you know, it took me aback for a minute.
Dave, anything?
I usually don't like when we do catch an EVP and it's like a little child or something. We were talking about this yesterday. It's not like they're being tortured. Still, it's very sad. At one point, they were being tortured or something, and when you hear them cry and something like that, it's just like, it's just sad, you know. And you know, at least we caught them on tape. At least they were heard, you know.
It's kind of a long list I could draw from. There are the worst cases I've seen are. I mentioned it yesterday, and I'll say it again. There was a case where we were called in, and this 9-year-old girl was, I guess, possessed. She was talking really deep, like she'd been smoking for 40 years. Her body was contorting, and she was moving very erratically. And she was able to move things that would be difficult for me to move. She was pulling down bureaus and things like that, and foaming at the mouth, things like that. And it took 4 grown men to restrain her, and that was very difficult because she was very strong, but she was still a 9-year-old girl. And once we restrained her, we used religious provocation, and she instantly fell asleep, and she slept for 2 days straight. And we found out later that her older sister was messing around with friends with some, I don't know what you want to call it, dark magic, black magic, whatever you want to call it. And they have odd concepts of ownership. And so technically, because her sister was younger than her, she owned her and was able to do these things to her. And you know, this was a wake-up call for that girl. And that's the stuff that affects me the most, because some people, their house is haunted and they don't have a choice. You know, it's just there. But it's not tormenting them. But when you have negative entities or occult type behavior, it's human beings that are alive and aware that are actually forcing negative things to happen to other people. It's just very selfish and wrong, and that's the stuff that just makes me angry. But that's kind of what affects me the most. A little too deep and heavy, but please lighten it up, Dustin.
I don't think this is a light question. It's okay.
Yeah, seriously, it's not.